What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Hope all of you guys are doing very well. So today guys, we're going to be talking about why you guys should and also shouldn't buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And guys, I played the MW3 beta about like 20 to 30 hours in total, and I pretty much experienced all the pros and cons in this game, and I just want to share it to you guys, and just so you guys can make a decision if you want to buy or if you don't want to buy the game at all. So guys, we're going to be starting off with the cons list. So this first point for the cons: mosquito drones are too annoying. And guys, in the beta, I got hit with mosquito drones, which is basically just like a lethal where you just throw at someone, and basically if you're like in the proximity, you get blown up by it. I've seen people get quad feeds with this, and basically like when you're playing like strategic positions, like on top of the rust, you just get hit with that and just throws off your flow in the game. Or even when you're just like spawning into the game, you just get hit by it and you just die instantly. So guys, the third con is the visibility of players. So guys, in the beta, if you guys played it, you guys probably already know, like it was pretty confusing to tell whether or not they're like if you're looking at players, whether or not it was your teammates or the enemies. And I found myself shooting at my teammates so many times, and whenever I found enemies, sometimes I didn't shoot back because I thought they were my teammates. So basically, like, it was a bit confusing of the visibility of the players, and hopefully they can fix this in the full game when it releases. So guys, the next con is the spawns in this game. It's so bad guys, it's so bad. I actually feel bad for the competitive players because they're going to be running to these problems so much, and it's just going to throw off their flow so many times. But for pub matches, like for what people mostly going to play, like for me guys, whenever I killed someone, they would just spawn right behind me, which makes no sense. And let's say you die from someone, you might spawn like a similar place and they'll just kill you again, like, which is so stupidly broken. So guys, the next con, which is pretty much everyone's complaint, is skill-based matchmaking, or sbmm. So if you guys don't know what skill-based matchmaking is basically when, like, let's say I drop 20 kills in a game guys, or like 30 kills, it will literally match me with like Scump or like the whole entire phase and optic team guys. Like, it will match you with the same level of players that your skill is. And obviously, like in older Call of Duties like Black Ops 2, this wasn't so much of a thing. I know like a lot of the devs or like people say like skill-based matchmaking was a thing in the older CODs, but in the last like 4 or 5 CODs, it's been cranked up so much, and it's been ruining everyone's experiences. Like, you just have to sweat so much now since you're getting matched with literally just a bunch of sweats and just tryhards. And it also makes it much more hard for content creators like me to get good high kill gameplays in a short amount of time. But be sure to comment down below guys' thoughts on skill-based matchmaking, if you guys do like it and if you don't like it. Now guys, the next con, which may also be like a controversial hot take, some people may like this, some people may not, but for me personally guys, I don't like the time to kill or TTK in this game. So if you guys don't know, they increased the TTK they increased the health of the players from 100 health from usually all the previous multiplayer CODs now to 150 health, which is also the Warzone health in that game. And guys, in my opinion, like, if you're fighting more than one person at a time, it puts you in a disadvantage in certain scenarios. Because let's say like there's a bunch of people who's holding hands, like just camping in the area, like there's 3 people, right? And you're right here and you're trying to shoot one of them. Let's say you kill like 1 or 2 of them. The third guy, it'll be hard for you to kill because you might not have enough ammo in your magazine or enough like time to kill them or to react, because the time to kill in this game is much more slower and is not as fast in the previous multiplayer CODs. Now this is also kind of a pro at the same time as well, because let's say you get shot in the back, it gives you more time to react and also kill the person. Now guys, the next con is tuning. Now in the build we play, which was the beta for the 2 weeks, they didn't have tuning, but I did hear that they're gonna have tuning in the full game when it does come out on November 10th. And I didn't use the tuning in Modern Warfare 2022 because it was a bit complicated and a bit like tedious to use. And I do find it makes it a bit more complicated for like class setup videos or just people trying to make like simple class setups for their guns. So guys, the next con is that this game, MW3, is basically the same game as MW2, which is the game of last year, Modern Warfare 2022. Like guys, this game, they just added slide cancel, OG MW2 maps, the original mini maps in the game, like, you know, with the red dots, stuff like that. So pretty much you're just paying $70 US or $100 Canadian, a price point for pretty much a DLC for the last year's COD in MW 2022, which makes no sense guys. And there was rumors in last summer or something like that, last fall or whatever, rumoring that this year's COD was supposed to be a DLC for MW2. Now Activision or someone around there did deny that, which I kind of don't believe that. Like, remember, these guys do lie a lot, guys, because I think they just thought last minute that they couldn't get away with charging people $100 or $70 for a DLC, hence why they're charging now you know, a brand new game for that same exact price point. Now guys, that's pretty much business in a nutshell. They just don't want people to feel bad for what they're paying for. So guys, that pretty much wraps up the cons list. Now I'll be going over to the pros. Alright guys, so the first pros is that they're bringing back map voting in the game. Now map voting's been a staple in almost all the Call of Duty multiplayers up until only before I think MW 2019 they took it out. And this just helps the overall fans and players just pick whatever maps and modes they want to play, instead of just a randomized game just handing you the same over and over maps and modes over again. Now guys, the next pro is also the pacing and the movement of this game and also overall gameplay as a whole. Now guys, compared to last year, the pace is a bit slow, and you know, it makes it harder to make some like plays, like outplay people, like turn on people. Now in this game it makes it a bit more easier since there is now slide canceling, which you guys don't. At first slide canceling did scare me, because if you guys don't know, I took basically almost a year off of playing COD because I hurt my my thumb by just basically spamming the thumbsticks with slide canceling in the previous CODs, which basically messed up my thumb. So I was pretty scared that with them adding that back in this game. But guys, surprisingly, slide canceling is pretty balanced in this game. There is a short delay, like if you try to do like spam your slide cancel, there is a delay for when you do that. But if you guys do also want to take advantage of slide canceling, I'll be sure to leave an affiliate link down below in the description of my controller that I do use, which is an Elite Controller 2, which has pals in the back. I just press this instead of slide cancel, instead of pressing this hard thumbstick, which basically messes up your finger in the long run. But guys, the third con is basically better / easier to understand attachments and also loadouts in this game. If you guys don't know, in this game there's no weapon platform, so like you don't have to unlock one gun in order to get to another. Like in last year's COD in MW 2022, you had to unlock like the first Lockman AR or marksman rifle to get the Lockman sub, which is the MP5, which is kind of stupid. Like, it just makes it much more complicated to the average player and also just people in general to know like what they need to unlock. And the fourth pro, guys, is that there actually are good guns in this game. Like, I'm not saying there was bad guns in last year's COD in 2022, but in this game, guys, they have a mix of a different bunch of guns. Like, there's the Scorpion, which is a CX-9 from MW 2019, and this gun's a shredder in this game, along with a bunch of other different guns like the Holger, probably have the Car 98, a bunch of other different guns just like that. And guys, the next pro is that there's better maps in this game than the last COD. Now honestly, I only mostly played Shipment in the last COD. I didn't really play any other maps besides that. But guys, in this game they have the OG 2009 maps from Modern Warfare 2, which I did talk about in the cons list a little bit. But these maps are very good for overall pacing and also for the movement, for the slide canceling and movement we have in today's COD. And obviously they'll be adding way more maps in the game in the months to come with the brand new seasons that will be coming out. Now guys, the next pro is that there's better graphics and stability in this game. Now obviously, like the last year's COD, the performance may feel the same as it does in Modern Warfare 3, but I do feel like the graphics is going to be better in this game. I do find that it was good in this game. It was a bit grainy, but that's obviously because it was a beta. But I know that in this game it's going to be better graphics and just the overall performance is going to be very good. I play on the Xbox Series X, so I get a pretty consistent 120 FPS. I play on 120 Hz or 144 Hz monitor, so I get pretty good frames and also just good quality and performance in general. Now, if you do play on old gen or on a very bad computer, and you may suffer a lot in the performance department. Like, you may get like less than 60 frames per second and have like bad graphics and bad loading times. Now guys, the next pro is that this campaign will be very good like last year's campaign. Obviously, like, this might be a little speculation, but the Modern Warfare series never disappoints when it comes to campaigns. Like, MW 2019 was very good, last year was very good, and I'm hoping this year will be very good as well. Now guys, the next pro is that they have the original red dots and minimap for this game, which I don't know why they didn't have that last year. I guess they just wanted to test that out. But if something ain't broke, man, just don't fix it. Last pro, which might be like a little con for some people. For me, I kind of find this a pro because in previous CODs, it's been a terrible thing. And guys, this pro is the footsteps is very loud, which is a good thing. In previous CODs, the footsteps was like, it was like sometimes it was very low, so like you couldn't hear if someone snuck up on you or someone was around your vicinity. But I prefer it to be very loud because it makes it easier to just figure out where people are. And now they have the covert boots, which is basically a perk, which is dead silence in this game. So pretty much everyone will just be running that once you get max level. But like I said, this could also be a con for certain players as well. Now guys, for the conclusion, like I said, this year's COD was supposed to be a DLC, which I know Activision's denying that, but like I said, they can't charge people that much money for a DLC, hence why they're making it into a full game that they're going to charge us now to pay. And that's because they want game sales to be up, they want their stocks, shareholders to be happy, stuff like that. Now guys, in my opinion, Activision and COD, they just mess up stuff on purpose, so they could just add it back or just fix it later in the next COD cycle or next games or seasons to come. And that's what I feel like they're doing with this year's COD for MW3. So guys, let me give my final thoughts on why you guys shouldn't buy the game and why you guys should buy the game. So guys, I would buy it if you enjoy playing COD every year, no matter what. Like for example, if you're grinding or playing with friends or playing the campaign or zombies, if you do fancy that. And for Warzone, for when they also do integrate it in MW3 with Warzone 2, to have all the guns maxed out. But guys, if you simply don't want to pay the price for the game, since it's basically the same as last year's COD, and you don't really care about the campaign or zombies or the movement or the OG 2009 MW2 maps, you might as well just save your money and level up the MW3 guns in the new Warzone map, which is Urzikstan, that is dropping for Season 1 on December 5th or around that time. So guys, that's pretty much the pros and cons of MW3 and also why you guys should and also shouldn't buy this year's COD. So if you guys did find this video helpful, be sure to like and also subscribe. I'll be posting all the brand new metas and class ups for MW3 and also for the brand new Warzone map, which is Urzikstan, that's coming out later on this year. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Have a blessed one, take care, and peace!